And then when you And good morning to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live from the Macomb Holiday Basketball Tournament for a consolation semifinal game between the 5-7 Pittsfield Sockies and the 7-7 Abingdon-Avon A-Town Tornadoes. Good morning to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack and John are alongside today. We welcome you alongside in the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports, live on YouTube and also on Mixlr.com. We invite you and encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube page. Also download the Mixlr app. It's mixlr.com. And you can download that from your Google Play Store or from the App Store as well. Download that and you can listen on your phone just in case there are opportunities where the video is unavailable for you. The Sockies and the Tornadoes, they've met up quite a few times in this tournament. Pittsfield's gotten the better of A-Town the last few times they've played, so the Tornadoes looking for a little revenge here. They played in the championship game of the tournament last year and returned several of their key players from that team, including Lucas Tinkham, Graham Strews, and Caden Marr all played quite a bit, as did the 6'4 junior Ryan Adelson, who's really had a good tournament. He put in 29 points against Brown County in the win for the Tornadoes in their last contest. Taking a look at what's happened so far in this tournament, the first game of the tournament was a loss for Abingdon-Avon, 56-41 to Jacksonville. West Hancock beat Brown County 59-46. Monmouth-Roseville was a 59-55 winner over Canton. Pittsfield fell to Rockridge 49-22. Eureka beat Illini West in dominating fashion 70-32. Macomb fell to Illini Bluff 68-57. Farmington over Liberty 62-47. And Camp Point Central beat Lewiston 44-31. Then on Thursday, games went like this. This Abingdon-Avon crew beat Brown County 58-51. Pittsfield won against Canton 43-39. Macomb was a winner over Illini West 58-29. Lewiston beat Liberty 62-46. Then on the winner's side of the bracket, West Hancock beat Jacksonville 53-41. Monmouth-Roseville was a 46-39 winner over Rockridge. Eureka beat Illini Bluffs in convincing fashion 87-61. And Camp Point Central upset Farmington 44-36. Action today, Abingdon-Avon and Pittsfield playing here. It'll be followed by Macomb and Lewiston. We're live from Brophy Hall right now, just across the road from Western Hall. Going on right now at Western Hall, Jacksonville and Rockridge are playing. Over-under on technicals in that game is 2 on the official mybookie.com listing there. We'll turn your mic on, Jack, so we can hear you as well, buddy. Illini Bluffs and Farmington will also play. That is in a 5th and 6th place game. The championship bracket semifinals, West Hancock and Monmouth-Roseville. That game is scheduled at 1 o'clock, 2:30, Camp Point Central and Eureka. And a game we'll bring you on Central Illinois Sports. If Pittsfield's able to win, they'll play at 5 o'clock in the Consolation Championship. If Central wins their game, they'll play at 9:30 tonight in the championship. If they lose, they'll play at 8 o'clock. Of course, if the Sockies lose, they would be eliminated from play, as this is a double elimination tournament. Glad you're alongside of the broadcast today on Central Illinois Sports. Let's pause for a break here. We'll talk more about the matchup as the Sockies and the A-Town Tornadoes go head-to-head here in this consolation semifinal. Back with you after this.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield.
Welcome back to the broadcast, Central Illinois Sports. Courtside here at Brophy Hall. This is a more like a rec center, I would say, here.
It's a practice facility.
Play a lot of intramurals, practice facility. They got some batting cages here.
I think they actually play their volleyball matches here.
I have no idea how that would work because I don't feel like the ceiling's tall enough for volleyball.
Well, it's not as tall as it was in the national tournaments, that's for sure.
No, and I feel like it would hit the
well, if you could
brackets.
play here, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
It's a lot higher than it is at most of the high school gymnasiums, actually.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look tall enough. But either way, we're here at the secondary facility at Western Illinois. They used to play this game, this consolation bracket, on the final day of the tournament at Macomb High School. They switched here a couple of years ago at Brophy Hall. Jack was here last year to bring you a game. And he says this is one of his favorite places to be, actually. Glad to be back again. If you turn that down one more time, Jack, we're going to have a problem. This is yours, that little slide closest to you.
How did that happen?
All right, there we go. The Sockies employed a 5-in-5-out kind of look the other day, Jack, and I think it kind of wore down Canton, and Pittsfield was also pretty fortunate. Canton didn't shoot it very well from the free throw line.
Well, no, they were like 5 for 19, I think, on the day or something like that from the free throw line. The wearing out part, it was hard on the broadcaster because if you wouldn't have known the guys, I guess it'd been tough. I had to laugh. Apparently now Macomb High School's girls team with Zach Keene as their head coach use the Grinnell offense, so they're 5-in-5-out, and they rotate 3 sets of 5. And so I'm talking to Steve Surratt, and he goes, "You just can't believe how hard that is." And I said, "No, I've only been doing this for about 30 years. I've never seen anybody do that other than Payson and a lot of other people." But it's a little easier if your home team does it, isn't it?
It is, and it was a different strategy where they got some different looks in there. Sockies, I'm assuming, will probably try to do the same thing today. We also see that one of their junior guards, Noah Gay, is in uniform for the first time this season. He's been battling some injuries throughout the year, so good to see that young man get out on the court, and we'll see how he's able to help impact this team. He played a lot in the second half of the season last year as a sophomore, so Pittsfield definitely missed him, and it was good for the Sockies to have Will Guthrie back in the contest on Thursday. He made quite a difference for Pittsfield.
Well, Will's an offensive scorer, and even though he's learning the game continually, as he's only about 3 years into really playing ball, he's got that nose for the basket and really has some post moves. That's the thing Noah Petty's working on, is kind of getting that finesse around the basket. But I have to say, I only get the hope that I get to see the double pick from Sean Petty like I saw the other day. That kid came out of the game. I think he went to the dentist and put 3 of his teeth back in after that.
This A-Town team, Kent Jones is a very good coach. They're very defensive-minded. They've had a lot of success. Had a good season last year, played in the championship of this tournament. And he's a guy, Jack, that is always going to be prepared, and his teams are always very competitive.
Well, and he's a very similar guy to a Brad Tomave. He's a young, aggressive coach, but is able to keep his composure all the time. He knows everything's not going to roll the right way, but he's been very blessed to have these 2 big kids in Mayer and the Dolphs and for the 3rd year now. And he said, there's this one thing about it. You can't coach anybody to be 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, Marr, of course, had a brother on the team last year as well, and that made them even a little bit bigger. Strews has played a lot. Ennis, a lot of the guys that are playing this year played on that team last year, and so this is a team that's trying to kind of get some things rolling again in the right direction, because 7-7 is probably not where they expected to be at this point.
No, but they do play a fairly competitive schedule, if I'm not mistaken. I was going to look again at some of the people they played early. I mean, they caught Eureka, Farmington, Camp Point Central, and West Hancock last year in the tournament. They start the season off this year with Orion, Rock Island, Alleman, Mercer County, Sherrard, Farmington, Illini West, Peoria, Quest they've already played and lost by about 7 points. And I don't know the Quest team this year, but in the last couple of years they've been really a handful. So they played some real competitive teams.
that they have, and a good schedule helps prepare you for the postseason. That's definitely what Abington's looking to prepare for, as is Pittsfield. The Sockies are 5-7, trying to get another game here. And, the goal when you're playing in tournaments like this is to play those 4 games, and an opportunity to do so with a win here this morning.
They would like to get one more win and see what they can do against the winner of Lewiston and Macomb. Both teams wanting to do that. And the winner of this one, gets the 5 o'clock game?
That's right, consolation at 5 o'clock. Let's talk real quickly about some of the other games in the tournament. The 5th and 6th place bracket, I think you could basically pull out of a hat right now. I'm not really sure what to think about some of those matchups. But on the championship side, West Hancock, I think, would have a pretty good opportunity to win their game against Monmouth-Roseville. Kind of a contrast in styles there. Monmouth wants to get up and down a little bit more, but I think West Hancock will really slow that game down. And on the other side, Camp Point Central is going to have their hands full with Eureka, but don't underestimate this Camp Point Central squad. They're a team that can hang, I think, with just about anybody we've seen so far this season. And if they can get some of their outside shots to fall and slow down the Zimmerman boy, who put up 35 against Illini Bluffs, they can be right in the thick of things there. I think Camp Point Central plays a little better style of defense than Illini Bluffs.
Well, and I think what you're going to see is the styles Eureka's liking to get up and down. Monmouth-Roseville, the Monrose guys like to get up and down. On the other side, West Hancock and Camp Point Central, the Pittsfields of the world, they're looking in the 30s and the 40s. And I don't see Reno Pinkston giving up 75 points very often. Illini Bluffs fell behind like 14 or 15 to nothing, and they tried to fight back. But you can't make up that deficit. By the time you get back, you're so worn out. And so that's kind of a big thing here, too, is who's going to react to 9 o'clock in the morning the best way here and get that early start. But you know what we have seen in these games? Tons of overtime games in this consolation semifinal. I've been to Macomb, and I think probably every other year we end up with an overtime game. And these teams are always battling right till the end, and it's usually pretty physical here, and so we're looking for that also.
Yep, luckily the game you did here last year that didn't go to overtime was just a regulation contest.
I have never been here before in my life, but Charlie tried to convince me I had, and I'll be real honest with you, I lost sleep for a night. I can't remember what night it was. It's been a couple years ago. But he kept telling me I'd been here, and I'm going, man, I don't remember that. John, do you remember? He even told me John came with me. John said I wasn't even here last year. So we will be checking Charlie into McFarland after the tournament, I do believe.
All right, yeah, make fun of me, okay. Yeah. All right, well, let's take a break here on the pregame. The Sockies and the A-Town Tornadoes are going to be matching up here in just a moment. A final break, starting lineups play-by-play your way next.
There are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865. Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports, live from Brophy Hall, the home of Jack Hull and the WIU volleyball team. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this contest. The Sockies of Pittsfield will be the visiting team here this morning. Brad Tomhabe, their head coach. Todd Plattner, Bradley Wassel, Scott Bacon, and Jordan Cawthon assist Brad Tomhabe in their lineup today. Jack, are we going with the X's on the right, I'm assuming?
We are the X's on the right today. Yep.
All right, at a guard, a 5'10 senior, Jonathan Thomas. At another guard, a 6'2 junior, Cooper Priest. Jack Palmer, the 5'10 senior, gets a start, as does Isaac Shaw, a 6'2 senior, and 6'4 junior Noah Petty. Abington will start Adelson, Tinkham, Marr, along with Strews, and their fifth player is Nick Ennis. The tip is up and controlled by Abingdon-Avon as Tinkham has the basketball. He works on the dribble against the zone defense of Pittsfield. Pass that left side, that's to Strews, out top Tinkham. Free throw line to Adelson, turns and faces there. Dishes off on the right wing over to Marr. Marr with the basketball, works it inside. Man kicks it back out, that was Ennis to Marr. Right side, here's a three on the way and good by Caden Marr. And Abington gets out to an early 3-0 advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 3-0 A-Town.
That's what the Tornadoes were hoping for.
That three-point shot not always hot to start the day, but Marr got a pretty good look, did the lefty senior. Shaw with the top of the key to Palmer right side for Pittsfield against the man-to-man pressure of A-Town. Works it left side over to Thomas. Thomas out front to Shaw. Shaw looks for an opening, finds Priest on the wing right side. Dribble drive inside, cut off on the baseline. He will return the ball to the top of the key to Thomas. 7:04 to play here in the first quarter. Just underway. John could tell the cheerleaders to move, but he won't. Here's a shot on the way from the corner by Palmer is good. That is a 2-point shot, I do believe. And it is a 3-2 ball game with 6:50 to play here in the first. Strews with the basketball on the bounce for A-Town into the front court. Works it right side to Marr. Dribble drive inside, caught on the baseline, needs some help. Works it out between the circles, Tinkham. Over to Strews for a tray, no good. And on the rebound, Adelson is over the back.
Adelson will make the foul, his first, team first. I think Adolphson's a lot cooler name, but Adelson. 6:35 left first quarter of play. A 3-2 score in favor of Abington in the early going.
We are courtside, kind of in the corner. So we apologize for some of the angles that are created on the video. Not an ideal spot, but
better for the angles there than I've got right now.
So we get when we're in Brophy. Jack's home. Petty with it left wing goes to Palmer. By the way, the wall is about 2 feet away from the out-of-bounds line. Now Adelson tips the pass and steals it away. So he could get somebody checked into the boards here. Here's Marr with it left side. They run him off of the three-point line. Has picked up the dribble, works it deep in the corner left side. That's to Ennis, I do believe, had the touch. Tinkham, right side, Strews into Adelson on the baseline. They don't want to let him beat them here today. Tinkham, left side, Marr. 5:50 to play in the first. Saki's in the zone, trailing 3-2. Left side, Tinkham. In the corner it goes to Ennis. Skip pass across to Strews. Ball knocked loose, he runs it down, and a timeout going to be whistled for A-Town. We'll pause as well. 5:43 to play in the first. Saki's trail 3-2 to the Tornadoes. Back with you after this.
Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031.
5:43 to play in the first quarter. A 3-2 advantage for A-Town over Pittsfield as the Tornadoes took the timeout. And out of the timeout, the Sakis have 5 new men and have switched into a man-to-man. Down low, Adelson against Guthrie. Walls up there. Ball goes back out front to Strews. Strews will look to Marr. On the right side, Tinkham. Tinkham down low to Adelson against Guthrie. Top of the key finds Ennis. Ennis swings it left side to Marr with Tom Have guarding him. Top of the key, wide open three by Strews is good. And it's 6-2. A-Town.
Can't keep giving up threes. It's hard to catch them with twos.
Tom Have along with Klatt, Apps, Van Winkle, and Guthrie, the 5 for the Sakis. Here's Apps with it right wing. Top of the key, Carter Klatt, the freshman. Tries the dribble, throws a pass, knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Van Winkle. Turnover on the Sakis is their second of the day. 5 minutes to play here in the first. 6-2 advantage for A-Town in this consolation semifinal. Inbounds comes to Marr in the backcourt. Tom Have out guarding him aggressively for the Sakis. Gets it to Strews. Got to be close to 10. They still finally do have it across. Out top, Marr. Marr with it left wing. 3 ball on the way. Too hard. Rebound tipped, and it's loose on the court. Adelson will run it down out front to Strews. A-Town will get a second chance opportunity here. 4:35 to play in the first. 6-2 advantage for the Tornadoes. Tinkham out top to Ennis. Ennis patient with the ball against the man-to-man of Pittsfield. Works it over on the left wing now to Tinkham. Now to Marr in the corner. Marr, top of the key, Adelson. He'll work it right side, Strews. All the way around the perimeter, Tinkham. Down low, shot put up and good. And one opportunity for Nick Innes, who makes the shot. The Sockies got caught without a help side defender. Innes got the lob over the top, and he scores for 2.
Well, the foul is going to go against. It's got 30 on the board, and we don't have one of those, so I'm waiting for it to change. I haven't got that. Free throw's missed, and so the ball comes to the Sockies.
I think it was Apps actually whistled for the foul there.
Okie dokie, we'll give it to him. His first, team first.
Sockies trail 8-2, not the start they were looking for. Tom Have with it, left wing over to Guthrie. Guthrie patient to Tom Have out front. He'll work the dribble. Pulling up just inside the arc, gets off the mark. Rebound down to Adelson. Outlet pass goes to Tinkham into the front court. Tinkham on the run out, finds Struge. Shot it up is good, and it's 10-2 Tornadoes, and the Sockies need a timeout. We'll pause as well. 3:49 to play in the first quarter. 10-2 A-Town over Pittsfield. Back with you after this.
Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, a branch of United Community Bank, wants to be your bank. Their friendly and helpful staff enjoys working with customers to give them the best banking experience possible. They're a full-service bank offering savings, checking, CDs, IRAs, and now offering mobile banking where you can bank from your smartphone. They can handle all your borrowing needs, whether it's home, auto, commercial, or agricultural loans. Contact Farmers State Bank at 217-593-7756. We want to be your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. A-Town off to a 10-2 advantage over the Sockies, and Pittsfield will put the original 5 back into the game now as the second group really didn't do much on the defensive side for the Sockies, and the lead is stretched out to 8. Priest with the basketball.
They were slow getting back, and Coach wasn't happy with that at all. Third turnover on the Sockies already, and the 8-2 start can fall to 10 or 11-2 with a shot here.
Yeah, it is 10-2 right now, of course. 3:37 to play
of course
in the first.
Could be 12 or 13 then.
Tinkham with the basketball in the backcourt. Works the dribble against Palmer. Toward the left wing, trying to post his man up. Now to Adelson. He'll work it over on the wing to Strews. Strews behind the arc, puts it on the deck against Thomas. Looks for an opening. Now on the left wing to Innes. 3:19 to play in the first. Out between the circles it goes to Marr. Skip pass right side Strews. Down to Adelson with Petty bodied up on him. Adelson trying to go to work. Turnaround shot is good. Got the shooter's roll. And it's 12-2 A-Town. 12-2 advantage. 10-point lead. Biggest of the contest right now for the Tornadoes, and the Sockies just don't have an answer. Palmer with the basketball. Right wing over to Priest. Man-to-man defense by the Tornadoes. Left wing with it is Palmer. Down on the block to Shaw. Lost it out of bounds. Another turnover. 4th of the morning.
It's interesting. The 2 smallest guys for Abington are playing against the 2 biggest guys for Pittsfield on the court on the defensive side.
Caden Jones into the game, a 5'10 sophomore for the squad from Abington. Sits down Innes. 2:44 to play in the first quarter. 12-2 advantage for A-Town. Top of the key, Adelson with it. Works it over on the right wing to Marr. Now to Tinkham. Going to drive in. Down low to Strews. Back out Jones. Wide open 3. Good again. What are the Tornadoes shooting right now?
They are 6 for 8.
So much for a 9 o'clock start.
3 for 5 from the three-point line.
15-2 the lead for A-Town. Priest with the basketball. Left wing out top Petty. Petty looking on the right side behind the arc to Palmer. Palmer looking in the paint, nothing open. 2:10 to play in the first to Thomas between the circles. Left side over to Priest. Priest will look for an opening, top of the key to Shaw. Pass on the right side goes to Thomas. Down low Petty through a double team. Fakes now. Nice move around the man. Shot up too hard though. Rebound tipped around and pulled in by Marr. 1:55 to play in the first. Petty had a nice move to the basket, just did not finish. Tinkham, Marr. Marr fakes now, drives in. Kicks it out left side. Strews for 3. Good. A-Town on fire. 18-2.
He's got 8 already in the ballgame.
1:40 to play in the first quarter.
4 of 6 from 3, 7 of 9 from the field. And it's not because the defense isn't in their face right now.
They are hot to start. Palmer with the right wing, 1:25 to play, and now a foul called underneath against one of the Sockies.
No, it's going to go against Abington, is it?
Ooh, I thought they were going to call moving screen. Okay, it is
No,
against Abington. It's Marr.
He picks up his first, team second. Second wave in with a new player in McKinnon.
McKinnon's in, and who's not? Ball kicked out of bounds. Guthrie will run it down.
Sockies were very nonchalant about going for that pass anyway. They're lucky it got knocked out of bounds.
McKinnon's in. App's not in the rotation right on this time. Tom Habe inbounds to Guthrie. 1:22 to play in the first. 18-2, A-Town on top. Tom Habe with the basketball. Left wing, tried to throw it to McKinnon and overthrew him out of bounds. Turnover number 5.
Yeah, kind of came off McKinnon's hands. It was like he wasn't expecting it.
1:16 to play in the first quarter. Brings him not gone right for the Sockies, and holy cows, that basket wide open for business on the other end. Marr, top of the key, Adelson. Right wing Jones tries to drive in, past the defender, looks for an opening, had Adelson, couldn't get it to him. Now Tinkham, Strues left wing. Over to Marr with a minute to play in the first quarter. Abington has a lot more energy right now than you see a lot of teams have this time of the day. Down low, Adelson against Klatt, turns, shoots, scores. 20-2.
He has 4.
Just running the Sockies out of the gym right now with 45 seconds to play.
Try this one, Charlie. Sockies are 1 for 2 from the field.
Yeah, well, they turned it over 5 times.
8 out of 10 the other way. And, you're not even getting shots off.
Another turnover, 6th. Into the front court, Tinkham on the run out. Looks down low. Strues, layup, good. 22-2.
He's got 10.
The foot firmly on the gas for the Tornadoes. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Tom Habe with the basketball for Pittsfield on the bounce. Little hesitation move. Works it down low, hits Klatt. Klatt had to hit him off the chest. Out to Tom Habe. Going to spot up for a 3. It's way off the mark. Rebound down to Adelson with 7 seconds left. The Tornadoes will have a chance to score again. Marr gonna drive in. Little fadeaway up and in and out. No good. At the buzzer. And after a quarter, it's A-Town all over Pittsfield. 22-2. Second quarter play-by-play your way after this.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
And after one quarter, 22-2, Abington, 9 of 11 from the field, 81.2%, 4 of 6 from the arc, 67%, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. They did make that mistake. On the other side, the Sockies have not shot a free throw, but they're 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from the arc, 6 turnovers in the first 8 minutes. That's 24 in a game. You can't do anything there. And even though A-Town was hot, the Sockies look like they got the weight vest on right at the moment. They have got to get some energy out here right now and make some good things happen in the next 3 quarters, win or lose.
Thomas, Palmer, Petty, Van Winkle, and Shaw, the 5 right now for Pittsfield to start the second quarter. Shaw gets it at the free throw line. He'll turn and face there, looks for an opening, hands the ball off, and turns it over.
7 turnovers, and that one they just handed to the other team.
Strues into the front court, Tinkham. Baseline move, up and in for 2. A-Town looks like they are lightning quick compared to Pittsfield right now, 24-2, the lead.
Coach Tommy is coaching a 5 on the bench right now, and I'm not sure how deep he's going to go. Sockies about turned it over again, and then they do.
Can't get it out of their hands fast enough right now. Jones into the front court. He'll try the little hesitation move. Forces one up, won't go. Palmer with the rebound. 7:17 to play in the half. And now Thomas back. Missed the layup, got too far underneath. Rebound down to Strues. Into the front court, Adelson. Adelson back out Jones. Quickly into Adelson. Going to go to work inside with the left hand. Good. 26-2.
He's got 6.
The roll just keeps on coming for A-Town. 6:55 to play in the half on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 26-2.
23-0 run right now.
Backdoor, Van Winkle.
Catch the ball.
Did not catch it, and a turnover here. Marr with the basketball into the front court off the steal. How many turnovers now? 9?
That's 9, and that was a perfect backdoor, and he flat missed the basketball.
6:35 to play. You got to keep playing. You know, they don't let you stop because you get down big. Left side with it is Strues in the corner. Check that, that's Tinkham. Tinkham reverses, goes baseline. Shot up no good. Foul by Petty. As Strues had driven past Van Winkle, Petty stepped up to help and gets called for the foul.
His first team second, 2 free throws to be shot the other way. They'll come the way of Lucas Tinkham. He's got 2 points on the day. 26-2, 6:24 left in the half. Part of it's Abington, part of it's Pittsfield. First one up and good, and I'm not surprised they're making their free throws too. Tinkham's got 3 on the day, and he'll get another. Second one is up and good, and they've got a 28-2 score now, and a timeout on the court.
We'll take it too. 6:24 to play in the half. 28-2. Abington leads Pittsfield. We're back with you following this timeout.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
6:24 to play in the half. It is a 28-2 advantage for A-Town on top of Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. The Sakis look like they're playing in a 9 o'clock game, and A-Town looks like they're playing full speed ahead, trying to pound somebody into the dirt and making sure they're coming back to play a different game later on today.
Sakis are 1 for 4. A-Town's made 4 threes.
Well, you turn it over as much as Pittsfield has to start this game, and
9
you're
times.
not going to get too many shots. Palmer with the basketball into the front court, finds Shaw. Works it out top, Thomas, now to Van Winkle on the left wing. Look back door to Thomas. He was open, got it to him late, so the defender had time to catch up. Foul called, and 2 shots will come up for Jonathan Thomas here.
Yep.
Thomas was open. You got to know the play with the screen at the free throw line. To get him open, it's going to be there. You have to be looking for it.
I'm trying to wait to see who the foul's on. We'll get that in just a minute for you. Thomas puts the first one up, and it is no good.
Here comes a couple new men in for A-Town. Wirtz and Ennis come in.
They don't have a 42, so it can't be that. Second one up by Thomas is also no good, and the rebound comes off to Guthrie. Shoot the ball, Will.
Down low to Thomas, blocked out of bounds by Marr.
Will passed it off to the smaller man, and Will had the shot that time.
Yeah, Marr is about 6'4", real long kid. Inbounds pass coming here for the Sakis. Tom Have to throw it in. In low to Guthrie, missed the shot, gets it back, going to try to go back up, turns, shoots, missed it again. And the rebound down to Marr. To Tinkham, 6 minutes to play in the first half. Tinkham right wing, Jones. Jones will throw it out front, Marr. 5:50 to play in the half, and the Sakis trail 28-2. Do not adjust your screens there. It is all A-Town right now. Marr with it on the wing right side. Crosses over, now kicks it back out to Ennis. Ennis to Tinkham, top of the key. He'll try to move inside, denied there, back out to Marr. One thing I will say about A-Town, their kids are a little broader shouldered, are they not?
Oh, yeah, the layup there, turned it down.
Kicked it out to Marr for a 3 instead, missed it. Rebound down to Priest. His first. Into the front court, Tomei pushes ahead to Klatt. Klatt going to drive in and throw a pass that comes to Guthrie. Over to Apps. Apps baseline move, gets to the rim. Shot put up no good. Rebound tipped and a foul called on the rebound against Tinkham.
Tinkham's going to pick up the foul. That'll be at least his first. And it'll be ball out of bounds. Carter Klatt trying to learn that little bit of varsity, and it's a little bit more physical out there, so Carter's going to have to get kind of tough. Back into the game comes Adelson.
Inbounds pass coming here, gets to Priest on the wing, right side. He'll work it out top against Wirtz, and double dribbles. Second time Priest has been called for the double dribble today.
Klatt was open down low, but he didn't really have his hands out like he wanted it, and it didn't look like they were looking to get it to him.
Adelson to inbound. Sakis will try a little full court pressure here. Jones with it, gets it to Adelson. He's full speed ahead into the front court. Just dribbles right past the defense to Adelson behind the arc right side. Draws Tom Have, and a mismatch there. Now between the circles, Ennis. They get it down to Adelson. He recognized the mismatch, got the ball. Good help defense by Priest. Out on the right side to Ennis. 4:44 to play in the half. 28-2. A-Town leads Pittsfield. Sakis have not scored yet in the quarter. And A-Town hasn't scored a ton in this quarter, but they did in the first quarter of play, 22 points.
Do you know in the brackets, if you're the top or bottom team, which one's the home team?
I would say it's the top. Look at this game and tell you. Out front with it is Wirtz. He drives against Thomas. Thomas out front to Ennis. Pressured by Shaw. Hands it off to Strews. 4:24 to play in the half. Palmer guarding him. Sakis they're being aggressive defensively. Got to be close to 5. And now the ball knocked loose. Van Winkle will get the steal. Dishes it off to Palmer. Palmer into the front court. First turnover by A-Town.
Sockies only have 2 rebounds, Charlie.
4:07. Well, there hadn't been many missed shots to
No.
get a rebound, huh? Shaw with the basketball. Dribbles out front. Throws it away.
11th turnover against the Sockies, 1 against A-Town. Here comes Marr back into the game. Also coming back in is Tinkham. And it'll be A-Town ball. 4 minutes left in the half. 28-2.
I say this is the most people I've ever seen in a 9 o'clock game of this tournament.
Well, yeah, I would say
A-Town's
you're
brought a good crowd.
Yeah, they had.
Down low, Adolfson. He's wide open. He'll go in. Shaw comes in to block the shot, and the rebound down to Van Winkle. Shaw really got up that time.
Yeah, he did. Looked like Roseberry in a sectional game.
Into the front court, Palmer. Thomas, right side Shaw, will work it out between the circles to Van Winkle. A little pick and roll action here. Griffin Van Winkle with the dribbling. Down low to Petty. Petty fakes. Now he'll go up. Shot no good. Rebound pulled in to Strews. Strews will have it knocked away by Palmer. Runs it back down though. 3:20 to play in the half. 28-2 the lead for A-Town. They've only scored 6 in the quarter, but haven't given up a basket to the Sockies. Adelson down low against Petty. Turns, shoots, missed it, fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Petty will pick up his 2nd foul of the ball game. 3rd team foul, 2 free throws for Abingdon. They're 2 for 3 from there. 3:10 left in the half. 28-2 is the score. And Adelson has 6 so far in the ball game. Eyes the bucket. First one is up and good. Not much wrong with what they've done so far today. 29-2 now. It's the tale of 2 cities. One that's just playing really well, and the other one's playing very poorly. Second one up and good, and he's got 8. It's a 30-2 lead.
30-2. 3:05 to play in the half. Sockies played in a game similar to this against Bushnell Prairie City a few years ago.
On the other end.
Can I tell you, it's a lot more fun when you're the team with 30. Left side, Shaw with the basketball. Looks backdoor, nothing open, looking for an opening. He finally gets it to Van Winkle on the wing left side. Van Winkle will have the ball knocked away. Tinkham goes on the ground after it. Palmer comes up with it, shoots a 3, it's short. Rebound, Shaw runs it down. Off to Palmer. Palmer wants to get a screen from Petty. That's a moving screen, and he'll be called for his 3rd foul.
Petty will pick up the foul. That'll be 12 turnovers.
They're going to call it just a second, I guess. Not sure how, but that's what the board has them for anyway, just 2.
How can you see the board?
Turn my head to the side, stand on 1 foot, and hold my tongue just right. I can see it. Inbounds pass coming, and with 2:32 to play in the half.
Have you been here before?
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with A-Town. Ball comes into the Tornadoes. That's Tinkham with the ball to Marr. Now Adelson wants to run. Ooh, nobody in front of him. He goes right to the rim, missed the shot. Adelson offensive rebound, put back is good. 32-2.
He's got 10. Second man in double figures already for them.
32-2 with 2:15 to play. In the half. Right side, Guthrie down to Klatt. Klatt little floater up, no good. Sockies can't get a basket if they didn't have a defense on them right now.
Not using the backboard on a regular layup. That's part of it.
It's a drive in, ball stolen away by Priest. Going to push into the front court. Trying to drive in against his man. Shot put up no good, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Priest.
The referee trailing made the call, and the man fell down like 2 foot in front of him, and that was a terrible call in a game that's terrible anyway. But, whoa. Priest picks up the foul on the offensive side. Whew, that was ugly.
Into the front court, full court. Strews down to Marr. Layup, missed it. Rebound pulled in by Priest, and Marr will be called for the foul.
Marr's going to pick up his 2nd, team foul number 3, and the reason he's upset, he doesn't want to come out of a game like this. It's a fun one for you to play in if you're on the right side of it.
1:43 to play in the half, 32-2, the advantage for A-Town. Sockies have not scored in the quarter, and obviously just 1 basket in the game.
Jacksonville and Taylor, it's tied at 16 with 59 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Here's Priest to Apps on the right wing. Apps will throw it out front to Guthrie. Guthrie on the wing left side, Priest. It's a screen there, look for Guthrie and threw it away. 11th turnover.
14.
Who's counting? Into the front court. Layup up and good by Strews. 34-2.
He's got 12.
The run just keeps on going. 1:07 to play in the half. Tom Have with the basketball. Works off the screen from Guthrie. Left wing over to Apps. Apps will dribble toward the top of the key. Kicks it out top, Klatt. Klatt with the ball in the wing. A single dribble. Hands off to Tom Have. Tom Have will try the drive in. Gets caught at the free throw line. Throws it over to Apps. Apps with the ball dribble drive to Priest with 45 seconds to play in the half. Sauke's in danger of getting shut out in the quarter. Tom Have 3 no good. Tinkham called for the foul and 3 shots for Tom Have.
Tom Have will shoot 3, looking for his first points of the game. Sauke's are 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 42 seconds left in the half, 34-2. 25, okay. Tom Have, the sophomore, puts the first one up, and it's long. He'll get 2 more. You know, the little things now are where you have to just try to get little victories. Making some free throws right now would be a victory. Second one is up and good, and Tom Have's got his first, and it is 34-3 now. Tom Have looking for his first points of the quarter for the Sauke's. It's up and good also.
34-4. 42 seconds to play in the half. Inbounds pass comes into Strews in the backcourt. Works it at Tinkham. Tinkham gets it across. Kicks it left side. Here's a 3 on the way by Jones. No good. A rebound down on the offensive side, though. In the hands of Ennis. To Adelson with 27 seconds to play in the half. Works the ball out front to Tinkham. Tinkham holds it there with 20 seconds to play. Tries to drive in. Has picked up the dribble. Needs some help. Works it down low to Ennis with 10 seconds. So back around to Strews with 9. Ball tipped out of bounds by Guthrie. It will stay with the Tornadoes on the sideline with 8.2 seconds to play in the half. And Kent Jones wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 8.2 seconds to play in the half. It's 34-4, the lead for A-Town. Back with you after this.
Experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
8.2 seconds to play in the half. A-Town will have the ball out of bounds on the sideline here. Inbounds comes in the corner to Strews. Down low, Adelson. Little one-on-one against Klatt. Turnaround shot no good. Nice job by the freshman to hold his own. Rebound Priest. He will take it into the front court. That shot will not count. Had it fallen, it didn't fall anyway. And at halftime, it's A-Town 34, Pittsfield 4. A break here. Halftime stats and analysis comes your way after this.
As the year starts to come to an end and families enjoy more time indoors, Cascom realizes you need reliable internet, great television, and a reliable home phone service. So from now until the end of the year, Cascom will be offering an amazing deal on its triple play bundle services. Call today and get internet, Broadvision TV, and VoIP phone for only $99 a month for 6 full months. Call us today at 1-800-252-1799. No contracts or install fees. Some restrictions may apply.
When you're way out on the farm right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd. The only bright lights beam from a combine. They're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. For many farmers who planted Golden Harvest seed this year, victory is about to set in. Contact Golden Harvest Seed Advisor Steve Farlow now for the seed to make every acre count. Golden Harvest and Steve Farlow are proud to help sponsor Central Panther football.
Welcome back at halftime. A 34-4 lead for A-Town over Pittsfield. The Tornadoes jumped out to a huge lead in that first quarter, 22-2, and then outscored the Sauke's in the second quarter by a 12-2 count. Pittsfield with 14 turnovers for A-Town, just 2 in the first half of play. Fouling situation for A-Town. They have Marr with a couple of fouls and then a single foul on Adelson and one on Tinkham. for the Sockies. Really not a ton of foul trouble. Petty's got 2. And also 1 foul in the first half for Priest. And 1 foul whistled against Apps in the first half of play. It is 34-4 at this halftime break. We'll pause here. Jack will have a look at individual scoring statistics and team shooting percentages coming your way after this.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield. In farming, there are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865.
Well, we are at halftime, and the Sockies trail Abingdon-Avon 34-4. Abington 12 of 19, 63.2%, 4 of 5 from the arc, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line, both 80%. Sockies are 2 of 14, 14%, 0 of 3 from the arc, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. 14 turnovers part of it, but more than that, Abington's been the hustling team so far. Palmer and Tomhave with 2 apiece. On the other side, Strews has 12. Adelson with 10 points, 4 points for Tinkham, 3 points for Caden Jones in the first half, a 2 for Nick Ennis, and a 3 for Caden Mayer. That is the score at halftime. It is 34-4. More comes your way on the halftime show after these.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today. Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031. Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Halftime score, it is a 34-4 lead for Abingdon-Avon over the Pittsfield Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. The A-Town squad came out, did what they wanted to do basically at any time in that first half of play. The Sockies only able to muster 2 baskets in the half and find themselves down by 30 points. Heading into the third quarter, and really if you're Pittsfield at this point, you really, as Jack talked about earlier, have to look at little things that you can do to try to make this a little bit better for yourself in this second half of play. Pretty unlikely that you're going to, come back ever from 30 points down in a game that has been as one-sided as this one has been. But you could work on some things like, cutting down on the turnovers, executing a little more on the offensive side. Offensive rebounding was basically non-existent for the Sockies in the first half. And this is an A-Town team we talked about. They played in the championship game of this tournament a year ago. 7-7. Was a little surprised to see that record for them, and really was kind of surprised to see them fall to Jacksonville in the first round of the tournament. But I think, Kent Jones's team has responded to that loss, Jack. You take a look at them. They are playing with a lot of